tale told by an idiot!
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're diving into how these movies and TV episodes used cinematic magic to capture their events in a single take. Or at least make it look that way.
So what's that sink for, kid?
Food.
For what?
Food.
What do you not do in that sink?
Wash your hands.
Wash your what?
Hands.
Wash your hands, yeah.
Review The Bear.
The word we would have used it to describe the beef before this review was reliable. The word I would choose now after my most recent meal is at the well-loved, if not shabby establishment is elevated or elegant.
You don't know the meaning of stress till you've worked in a restaurant or watched The Bear. Over the course of 20 nerve-wracking minutes, Jeremy Allen White's Carmy and his staff at The Beef are forced to contend with an overwhelming, increasingly chaotic workday. Series creator Christopher Storer, who also directed from a script by co-showrunner Joanna Kalo, admitted that the idea to film review in one long take originated only a few weeks before filming.
Got your little dish and the paper, a little to-go tablet. Everything's going according to plan, huh?
I have a plan.
Yeah, this is what you want to do from the beginning, right? You push my people out.
Said Kalo, quote, "Having a penultimate episode where things fall apart is very Structure 101. Our dialogue is so stripped back, you find the need to let your camera do more work." Filmed in at most 5 takes, Storer and his crew carefully pre-planned the route the cameras would need to take, keeping the cast's positions in mind. Series star White mused that the one-take method, quote, really lends itself to the story and where the characters are at because the tension is building so quickly, we don't give the audience a break from it. There's no reprieve.
Chef, we good? Chef, I can't hear you.
We are not good.
What?
We are not good, chef.
Victoria.
You come from where?
Madrid.
Madrid.
Yeah.
I know Madrid. Real Madrid.
So you come with us, we go for a beer.
I don't know, I have to work today.
Yeah, but it's 4 o'clock. Victoria, really, it's 4 o'clock. It's just for one beer.
You likely haven't heard of this pulse-pounding German crime thriller, and that's a shame. Filmmaker Sebastian Schipper's breathtaking heist movie follows the titular Victoria, as played by Laia Costa, a Spanish barista who has recently emigrated to Berlin. Victoria's seemingly innocent night on the town with a new potential suitor takes a dark turn, which could potentially upend her entire life.
Please, can you help us? And we just go there. And after this, we bring you back to the cafe, no problem.
Victoria is the rare film that is actually shot in a single continuous take, rather than being edited to look that way. Shot from 4:30 to 7 a.m. on location in Berlin on April 27, 2014, attempts were made to shoot Victoria in separate takes, but director Schipper was dissatisfied and rejected them. Working from a 12-page script and mostly improvised dialogue, the filming of Victoria went down to the wire, with a third and final take being the end result.
Hast du eine kranke Scheiße, Mann. Was haben wir da überhaupt?
Are you okay?
Ja, okay.
Hey Jungs, ich wollte euch nur sagen, dass ich euch liebe.
Adolescence.
I'm arresting you on suspicion of murder. You do not have to say anything, but it may harm your defense if you do not mention one
Dad, I
question,
haven't done
something
anything.
which you later rely on in court. Anything you do say may be given in evidence.
Dad,
do you understand?
I haven't done anything!
Do you
Dad!
understand?
Son,
Do you understand?
Just tell him you understand, Jay.
All right, I understand.
Okay, good.
This isn't the last project by British filmmaker Philip Barantini you'll see in our video today, but it's probably the buzziest. Debuting to critical acclaim and waves of social media buzz, this Netflix original miniseries depicts a disturbing criminal case unfolding across 4-hour-long one-take episodes.
My brain can't take all this. I don't know what you're talking about. Just break it down.
80% of women are attracted to 20% of men. Woman, you must trick them because you'll never get them in a normal way. 80% of women are cut off or she's saying he's an incel, Dad.
He's 13.
Like Victoria, the 4 episodes of Adolescence were, indeed, shot in meticulously planned and rehearsed single takes. Cinematographer Matthew Lewis, in speaking to Variety, revealed that for a one-take episode, quote, "You can't do a shot list, so we didn't have one. We mapped the area we were using and looked at how the camera would move within it, and we rehearsed it like a dance between me and the cast." Lewis also revealed that the occasional mishap caused entire takes to be lost, with only some allowing for the take to continue. Series star Stephen Graham said that each episode took about 3 weeks to shoot. Yeah, we believe that.
Please put some music on, love. Make sure you pick a good tune with a bass line.
What are you on about?
All good music has to have a proper bass line. You know what I mean? You need a good bass guitar. None of this plinky-plonk shite or your drum and bass bollocks. Give me a proper bass line I can sink my teeth into.
The Oneer, the studio.
Who cares if we missed the stupid magic hour Oneer?
I do. This shot is going to be epic. It's going to be like a famous shot in a movie. I want to be there when they film it.
It kind of goes without saying that Seth Rogen and Evan Goldberg's The Studio is pretty meta, set in a lightly fictionalized version of the real-world film industry, with celebrities often appearing as themselves. Case in point, the series' second episode, filmed in a panic-inducing 25-minute long take, is about the making of a complex one-take shot, and just how precarious that can be.
Audiences do not care about this shit.
Are you kidding me? The Oneer is the ultimate cinematic achievement, you know? It's like the perfect marriage of artistry and technicality. You got Birdman, Children of Men, Goodfellas, you know?
You know, I was dating Ray Liotta when they shot that. The man had a package like a caramel leather sofa. Rest in peace.
Co-directors Rogen and Goldberg, who strove for accuracy and precision, were adamant that they capture a real golden hour and accompanying sunset, which initially proved difficult given their filming location. Said Rogen, quote, "We broke the script up into 4 10-page chunks, and we would rehearse each chunk from like 10 a.m. to 5 p.m., and then shoot from 5 to 6:30. Doing that made it possible to more seamlessly hide the stitching together of shots, creating the illusion of a single take. Movie magic indeed."
Supporting female filmmakers is a huge priority for us at Continental.
Well, let's get this shot, make sure you're not making a mistake. No. So if you can just make that, that'd be great. And then
I've just been looking forward to seeing you bring this scene to life since I read it in your script. It was poetic, you know?
Boiling point.
I did try and explain that to them,
What's
but
the
they said they
problem?
wanted
Did you?
it
Did you
clicked in.
explain it to them?
I
What's the
did.
problem? What table?
7.
Okay, well, they didn't ask for it. Well done. They've asked for it. Well done.
That's lamb, darling.
Okay,
That's how it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be pink.
I know, I did explain
Okay,
that to
just
them,
take
but they
it.
still didn't listen to me.
Okay, so you've survived the review episode of The Bear. Now how about an entire film shot in one take and set in the kitchen of a restaurant? That's what director Philip Barantini's nail-biting drama asks you to imagine. Barantini, who went on to direct Adolescence for Netflix, intended to film 8 full takes. But much like the operation of real-life restaurants, the filming of Boiling Point was cut short by the COVID-19 pandemic.
Chef, this is the lemon curd that we're going to Milan.
What do you think?
It's hot.
Filmed in the real-life East London restaurant Jones & Sons, a Time Out interview with its owner Andy Jones revealed that, quote, "The restaurant was closed during the week of filming and on weekdays during the 3-week rehearsal period, but opened on the Saturdays and Sundays." Jones, a heavily fictionalized version of whom is portrayed in the film by Stephen Graham, also noted that, quote, "A few of my staff were extras in the film. My manager, Chloe O'Brien, was heavily linked to the producers, and we catered for everyone on set as well."
Look at me, we're not going to do this now, okay?
I promise you I won't.
Shh, I know, but I will talk about it. We're just not going to do it now because there's too many people around. We just need to do it together, just me and you.
Please.
You're going to be all right just now? Okay. Can you just do a big breath?
Russian Ark.
Тима, куда же идти? Может, вот здесь? Нет, ну, пойдем.
Какой-то человек в черном тоже плутает, а мне кивнул.
Вот пошел куда-то.
Милостивый государь, простите, что обращаюсь к вам, не будучи представленным. Что это за город?
Sometimes a one-take sequence can be tense and intimate, like on The Bear. Other times it can be sweeping, grandiose, and even fantastical. Just look at this experimental international co-production. Shot entirely in a single take at the Winter Palace in St. Petersburg, and filmed through its protagonist's POV, the making of Russian Ark involved over 2,000 actors and 3 orchestras. A spellbinding journey through Russian history, the 4th and final take ended up as the finished film.
Вы простите, сударыня, вы потеряли своего поводыря.
Простите, сударь.
Спасибо за заботу. Здесь все знакомы.
Пожалуйста. Вы здесь служите?
Повсеместно. Пришла полюбоваться на работу старых мастеров.
The world's second largest art museum after the Louvre, the State Hermitage Museum would only remain closed for a day, disallowing a complete dress rehearsal. According to cinematographer Tilman Butner, crew members would build and disassemble sets just off-screen. Said Butner, quote, "I didn't have a diagram on the camera. Nobody could tell me where we were going or what was happening. I really did commit the whole thing to memory."
Могущественный государь-император, спокойствие Персии и священный союз между вашим императорским величеством и великим обладателем Ирана были противны духу зла. Он воздвиг в Тегеране толпу неистовую, совершившую неслыханное злодеяние, жертвой которого стала российская миссия.
1917.
Is there any news, Sarge? News of what? The big push. It was supposed to happen weeks ago. They told us we'd be home by Christmas. Yes, well, sorry to disrupt your crowded schedule, Blake, but the brass hats didn't fancy it in the snow. More's the pity, Sarge. I could have done with some turkey. Well, I'll make sure to relay your displeasure to command.
Oscar winner Sam Mendes' thrilling World War I drama won Best Cinematography at the 92nd Academy Awards, and it's fairly easy to tell why. Roger Deakins' fourth collaboration with director Mendes, of American Beauty and Skyfall fame, the film tells the story of two young soldiers who scramble to deliver a message in a race against time. According to CNN's Thomas Page, quote, "Scale models of production designer Dennis Gassner's sets, built on a backlot at Shepperton Studios and on location up and down the UK, were used to choreograph performances and camera movements ahead of time."
Well, that's your medal sorted then. What do you mean? Lance Corporal Blake showed unusual valor rescuing a comrade from certain death. Blah, blah, blah. You reckon? I do.
Although often said to be filmed and edited to produce the appearance of a single take, the film is actually split into two sequences, morning and evening. The film's climactic scene, in which George McKay's character runs across an active battlefield, required certain crew members to dress as soldiers to preserve the illusion. Requiring complex choreography and over 500 extras, this scene helps us understand Mendes' lack of interest in doing another one-take film.
Major,
Yes, sir.
stand them down.
Yes, sir.
Call up the orderlies, tend the wounded. Hold the line in case they counter.
Yes, sir.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Birdman.
Are you at all afraid that people will say you're doing this play to battle the impression that you're a washed-up superstar?
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. That's why 20 years ago I said no to Birdman 4. That's why.
Birdman 4! You do Birdman 4!
Thanks for coming out. Thank you. We're expecting some great pieces.
Arguably the film that single-handedly reignited public interest in the idea of a one-take project, director Alejandro González Iñárritu's surreal psychological satire also revitalized Michael Keaton's career with an Oscar nomination. Cinematographer Emanuel Lubezki, a longtime friend of Iñárritu's, openly feared that no film had ever been made in the way that the director had envisioned. Lubezki's fears came true. Said Iñárritu, quote, "There was no room to improvise at all. Every movement, every line, and every door opening, absolutely everything was rehearsed."
You can't do this to me.
To you?
Oh, shut up. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, you're talking about you.
Now,
what else
don't
is
do
new?
the thing where
thing where I'm making about me.
Look, I'm trying to do something that's important.
This is not important.
It's important to me. Okay? Maybe not to you or your cynical friends whose only ambition is to go viral, but to me, this is my career.
Iñárritu also noted that production and post-production almost needed to be done simultaneously, and the film's editors were highly involved in shooting. In fact, the filmmakers were so conscious of how the film needed to be shot that even the sets were built with the one-take motif in mind. Said Steadicam operator Chris Harhoff, "The production of Birdman was, quote, a type of dance where everyone would hopefully try to peak all at the same moment."
We'll make a comeback. They're waiting for something huge. We'll give it to them. Shave off that pathetic goatee. Get some surgery.
Which one-take film or episode impressed you the most? Be sure to let us know in the comments below.
Get all 32 chickens. Get them searing, roasting, tina, sausages, burgers, hot dogs, everything on the grill. Fire everything right now.
Yes. Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.